Okay, I'm talking to Bubbles today, and I think the most important thing I have to ask you is why are cats, specifically kittens, so important to you?
Well, I believe that kitties are, the universal thing that, everybody who doesn't love kitties. I mean, if you don't, there's something wrong with you. But most 99.9% of the world, I believe love kitties, and I just think they're kind of the key with the world. The world's pretty nasty right now. Everybody's fighting and you know, screaming at each other over crazy stuff. But I believe if everybody just took a step back and realized, hey, I like kitties, do you like kitties? And they just talked about kitties for an hour, everybody'd be in a much better mood and there'd be less fighting, I think.
Well, okay, so maybe that's the secret key to everything. I hadn't thought of that, so I appreciate that, Bubbles.
I do. I believe that.
I could tell, I could tell. And so, with that framework, was it easy to write a track about them?
Yes, I've written, I didn't really realize until I had finished the record, but most of my songs are about kitties or drinking. There's some drinking songs on. But kitties and drinking, people, I guess they say, write what you know, and I know kitties very well. So there's a lot of kitty songs I have, yes.
How many do you think you have?
Well, on the record, I don't know, there's five or six, maybe more. But, songs, I written that I haven't put out yet, I probably
No.
have probably 100.
Whoa,
Yeah.
jeez. Okay, and tell me, who likes your tracks about kitties? Is there anyone notable that we might know?
Well, on the record, there's one called "Standing on the Shoulders of Kitties," which, by the way, is a figure of speech. Don't ever stand on a kitty. Not built for that, and I didn't realize when I wrote it that people might take it literal. So never ever stand on the shoulders of a kitty. But I that one was, I got to play, I recorded part of it at Abbey Road Studios, and Ronnie Wood from the Rolling Stones is there playing and singing along with me, on a song I wrote. So, that's pretty spectacular right there,
And
you know.
someone he kind of looks like Billy Bob Thornton, but it wasn't him. I know it wasn't him. Who was that guy?
Oh no, that was Billy Bob. That was Billy
Oh, that
Bob
was Billy Bob.
Thornton. Yeah, he was
Amazing.
there too. He sang also on Standing on the Shoulders of Kitties. And I'd like to maybe do some more songs with kitty about kitties and see who I could do some duets with. You know, I was thinking a Christmas song about kitties. I was going to try to do it this year. It's probably too late, but a Christmas song. I was thinking Michael Bublé and Justin Bieber, Bubbles Bublé and Bieber, the Canadian do a
Sounds like a
kitty
triple threat.
song, a Christmas kitty song with Bublé and Bieber might be fun.
I like that. What else do they have going on, anyways? So tell me about what it was like to tour Europe. It's talking about kitties,
Oh,
singing about kitties.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I ended up over there with Billy Bob Thornton's band, the Boxmasters, playing shows, and it was unbelievable. We played in Prague and Berlin and Amsterdam and Liverpool and Glasgow and London, all over the place. And it was just, kind of like, like being a rock star for a couple of weeks. So it was amazing. I would do it. I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Amazing. You should. They should invite you back. But were
I
they kind
hope
of mean
so.
to you in Berlin?
Well, there was just the one guy on Billy Bob's crew there. We met him years ago, and when we shot another thing over there, and yeah, he's a bit intense. If things don't go right, he doesn't mind screaming at you. Tom Mayhew, his name is. He's an intense fella. Believe me, he's with Guns N' Roses. He's from that world, so he's used to intense rock stuff. So maybe the country stuff doesn't calm him down enough, but yeah, he can be intense.
I think he needs to talk about kitties more.
I was trying to, get him alone to have a kitty conversation, but he's, very busy, dealing with Billy Bob's band and stuff.
Maybe he has bad priorities. How are your friends Ricky and Julian doing?
They're fantastic. They, as you saw in the movie, they flew over to London there briefly to
Oh yeah.
to rescue me when things went to shit, and they ended up at Abbey Road with me. So, they're pretty happy. We're just gearing up for Christmas, and Ricky gets his Christmas dope. already. He gets it all portioned out, per day and whatever. And Julian, of course, he's got a crazy amount of Christmas liquor. So we're all geared up and ready to go.
Do they like legal weed? How has that changed your life?
Well, Ricky thinks the government dope is garbage, and it kind of screwed up, his pricing there when he was selling it for a while. But as he convinces more people that, government dope isn't worth the money, he's getting back on track because he grows very good dope. Even Snoop Dogg said, Ricky had the best dope he's ever smoked. So I think Ricky will get back in the, back on track.
I love it. I love it. So I noticed that you broke a guitar in this documentary or this tale, and but you made it look like you were viciously attacked by it. Did anyone catch on to that?
No, I mean, I was just standing there looking at it. I didn't even reach for it, and it just
You
was.
reached for it, Bubbles.
I don't think so. I think
No, you reached for it, then you pretended like you were a victim.
I was basically I went in to find a left tambourine, and I was looking at those, and the shelf must have broke or something. It came down and got me right in the arm.
Bubbles, I'm
Uh,
giving you a chance to admit the truth, and you're not leveling with people.
I might have, I might have reached for it. Might have reached for it, but they had there was some kind of grease or something on the end of it. I think it was their fault. They should have wiped the grease off it. There was something on there, maybe from the packaging, and then when I touched it, fired, slipped, shot right out of my hand. So I
Okay,
don't.
well, I'm not sure if that's you're totally telling the truth, but I think you're getting there, and that's what counts. So tell me about your nightclub in Halifax. Is that ever going to open up again?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. That was a long time ago, and you know, it's not a great business. I'd rather just be in the park now and focus on. I'd rather put out records and go on tour. That's what I want to do now.
Fair enough. Well, Bowles, I really want to thank you for your time. It was a lot of fun chatting with you about your passion for kitties and various other topics. Is there anything else you'd like to say about this documentary or film or whatever the heck it is, Standing on the
Oh,
Shoulders of Kitties?
yeah. I hope people, I hope people go to see it. It's still in theaters right now, but it's ending, and then it'll be, it'll come out, for sale. You can get it on the streamers or whatever. You just rent it at home or buy it or whatever. And I hope people get to see it, and I hope it's one of those movies, I think, where, you feel a lot better, after you see it than you did before you saw it. And that's all I was hoping for. Everybody seems to, they watch it and they feel better than they did 2 hours ago.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and I want you to enjoy life.
Yes, you too. Thanks a lot.